Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Brian's Two Cents, or welcome if you are new. So, of course, we're going to continue with the Twilight Zone series episode review that I've been doing here. And today we're up to one of the very best episodes of the Twilight Zone, in my opinion. And that's Season 1, Episode 9, Perchance to Dream. I absolutely love this episode. If it's not my favorite of the entire series, it's top 5 for sure. Maybe top 3. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. So, Perchance to Dream aired on November 27th, 1959. It was written by Charles Beaumont. I think it's the first episode that wasn't adapted or written by Rod Serling. And it was directed by Robert Florey. The episode stars Richard Conte. Richard Conte as Edward Hall. John Larch as Dr. Elliot Rathman. And Suzanne Lloyd as Maya Miss Thompson. And basically, this is an episode about a guy that comes into a psychiatrist's office. He has an appointment. He looks very tired and distressed. And it turns out he hasn't slept for like 4 nights. And there's a reason for it. And they do a really good job of him sort of explaining his backstory and that he's got a rheumatic heart, I guess it is. And, he sort of, his imagination runs wild, caused him to crash, thinking there was somebody in the back seat. So basically, with the rheumatic heart, he needs sleep, he needs rest. He can't have any shocks or anything to his heart. So anyway, with that being said, he basically comes in and sits down. He doesn't really want to be there. The psychiatrist, he was referred there by his regular doctor. So he goes in and lays down and then pops up again and starts telling the doctor, look, I'm just wasting your time. You can't help me. But eventually the doctor pries enough and Edward Hall starts to tell his story about when he was a kid and his heart condition, almost crashing his car. And then he goes into a dream sequence that he's had about an amusement park and about Maya the cat girl. Basically, that's sort of tormented him in this dream. You know, she gets him to go into this haunted house with a lot of scares and screams and things, stress on his heart. And then he ends up waking up from that. And then the next night he has another dream. This was the last time he slept, I believe, about going back to the amusement park. And she basically talks him into going on a roller coaster, which is, a lot of stress for his heart and stuff. So he basically tells the doctor that if I go back to sleep, she's going to get me in my dream and cause me to have a heart attack and die. If I don't go to sleep, though, and I stay up any longer, I'm going to die because the strain will be too much for my heart. So he has a great line that says, heads you win, tails I lose. And this episode, not only is it very well acted, well directed, it's visually not stunning, but just very visceral, very stylized visually. I love everything about the amusement park, from how it looks, how it sounds. There's a great sound production of this episode. I think it's creepy, so that's another positive. I just love everything about it, from the performances to the idea to the twist. Now, I realize that the twist, if somebody watches this nowadays that had never seen it before, they probably can see the twist coming. I really didn't, though. I just wasn't thinking along those lines, and I don't think people in 1959 would have saw this twist coming. They do it very well. It's very believable. I love this episode. What can I say? And it wraps up in a very frightening kind of way, a very sad kind of way. I don't want to give too much more than that about the twist, but Perchance to Dream's a 5 out of 5 episode for me. I think it's the first 5 out of 5 I've given so far in season 1. Obviously, I've only done 9 episodes, including this one. So, yeah, Perchance to Dream, 5 out of 5. Richard Conte is fantastic in this episode. So is Suzanne Lloyd is also fantastic in this episode, especially as Maya the cat girl. Like I said, there's no negative to it, really. So, 5 out of 5 for Perchance to Dream, episode 9 from season 1. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the next review. Bye.